It is holding pattern, and holding pattern costs you more than an offer will ever earn you. Here is something that does not get talked about nearly enough. Having too many offers is not an abundance problem. It's a capacity problem. It is a positioning problem too. And it's often quietly one of the biggest reasons a founder who is working constantly is not growing the way her effort should be producing. So today we're talking about the offer audit, not a theoretical way. I want to walk you through how I actually evaluate an offer suite, what I look for, and what tells me that something should be kept as is, tweaked, or retired, and what the structure of a strong offer suite actually looks like at a stage that most of you are right now. So if you have more than one or two offers right now and you have ever felt a low-grade anxiety about which one to promote, or you've gone weeks without talking about any of them because you weren't sure which ones to lead with, this episode is for you. Let's start with why most founders actually end up with an offer sprawl. Let me tell you the most common story I see in offer suites, because I want you to hear yourself in this before you get into that audit itself. So someone starts with an offer. You create a second one because maybe you saw a gap with a client need. Then you create a third one because you did a launch and it went well and you don't want it to close it. Then you add a fourth one because a mastermind friend suggested it. And maybe she has a course that she built in 2 years ago and is still technically exists and is great. And maybe she has a one-on-one option and a group option and a VIP day and a retreat and a membership. And she runs everything at once and still has a sales page for it. And at some point, when someone asks her, what do? You either give a paragraph-long answer or you pick one thing, semi-randomly, that you hope you land. That is an offer sprawl. And it is incredibly common, a founder who are smart and generous and responsive to their audience, like you're listening. That means is essentially good, is a good sign, is a sign that someone is doing a lot of the things that they wanted to do, they want to offer, but is uncoordinated. It's in a little bit of a messy way. So the cost of this offer sprawl is not obvious, but is very real. When you have too many offers, you cannot market one of them with full conviction because your attention and energy are split between all the things that you're offering right now. The audience cannot refer to you clearly because you're not sure what you actually do. And your sales conversations take longer because there's no clear path that you can put someone on. And your own sense of what you're building becomes diluted in a way that makes it harder to stay focused. So a main offer audit has 3 questions at its core. These are questions that I use when I sit down with a client and we look at their offer suite together. Question number 1 is this offer pulling its weight? This means looking at the numbers honestly. How many times has this offer been sold in the last 12 months, let's say? What is the revenue contribution from that offer? What does the effort to revenue ratio look like? So how much of your time does it delivering requires, right? And I want to be clear that a low number of sales doesn't automatically mean an offer should go. It does not mean it's not good and you should get rid of it. Sometimes an offer is high ticket enough that a small number of sales is completely appropriate. And sometimes a high sales offer is actually underpriced and over-delivered in ways that make it less healthy than it actually looks. So the question is not just revenue, is whether the offer is creating enough value in your business, financial, strategic, and positioning value to justify the real cost of keeping this offer alive. Because every offer costs something. It costs mental space, marketing attention, sales energy, and delivery capacity. So in return, if it's not worth the cost, you're just carrying some dead weight in your business. Question number 2 is, does this offer fit where the business is going or where it has been? This is one that requires the most honesty from you. A lot of the founders have offers in their suite that maybe was perfect 2 or 3 years ago, and they were exactly right for that version of your business that you were building at a time, but they don't belong in the next chapter of your business. So maybe you built a DIY course when you were trying to reach a broad audience, and your business has evolved since then towards a high touch point, premium, one-to-one small group work. This course is still there. It still makes a few sales, but its positioning misalignment, right? Is not aligned with the rest of the things that you're trying to do. and where you're trying to take your business to that next level. Every time someone buys it, they form an impression of your brand that doesn't match where you are right now. Or maybe you have an entry-level offer that you built because you understood your ideal client very well, and the people it attracts are not actually the people who becomes your best client. The offer is working in a narrow sense of selling, but is working against your positioning in a broader sense, right? When we really look at it, is this serving where I am now and where I'm trying to go? Offers should serve the business you are building and not the business you have already built in the past. Question number 3, does this offer have a clear place in the customer journey? This is a very structural question and one that I want you to pay attention to. Every offer in a healthy suite has a role. It either attracts new people into your world, qualifies and converts them in an entry level, takes them deeper into your methodology, or delivers your highest touch, highest impact transformation. When you lay out your offers and then really try to map a customer journey through them, it should be relatively clear how someone moves from the first discovering you to becoming a long-term client. If you have offers that don't fit anywhere in that flow, they're floating without a clear entry point or without a clear next step, they are structural problems. This question is not whether an offer is good or not, is whether it has a job to do in your ecosystem. And you really should pay attention to that because an imbalance inside of that offer ecosystem can really break things down for you. You're not just winging it, you are leading it. But let's be honest, being the CEO and the everything else can get lonely, messy, and exhausting. That's why I created the Accidental CEO Collective, a free Facebook community for creative entrepreneurs who never plan to be the boss. But damn it, here we are. Inside, I go live every week to share the real stuff. Strategies that don't require a business degree, behind the scenes struggles, because you're not the only one, and wins that we actually celebrate, even the tiny ones. If you're a scrappy, smart, sometimes slightly burnout founder who is ready to lead with more clarity and less chaos, this is your room. We're building a business that works for us, not one that runs us into the ground. Come join us. Let's grow, mess up, pivot, and succeed together. Just search the Accidental CEO Collective on Facebook and join our group today. Okay, let's make this actionable. When you go through your offer suite, every offer gets sorted into 3 categories: a keep, a tweak, or a retire. Those are very easy to understand, and you should be able to very quickly identify what you want to do an offer into these 3 categories. So keep means an offer is working, it's pulling its weight, it fits your positioning, it has a very clear role in that customer journey. And you feel good about leading with that, right? That's when you want to talk about what you do. That immediately comes to your mind and you're like, I love this offer. It fits the business right now. It fits where we're going. Chef's kiss. These are the offers that you invest more attention and marketing into. You don't touch the core structure. You just refine the messaging maybe, and you get out of the way and let it do its job. The tweak category means the offer has real potential, but something is a little bit off. Maybe the pricing is not right. Maybe the deliverables need to be restructured to reduce the delivery time without reducing the outcome. Maybe the positioning is a little unclear and the title doesn't accurately reflect that transformation that this offer is causing. Maybe the offer is right, but you have not actually sold it properly, so the marketing needs a full revision. And then tweak offers are not really retirement candidates. They are investments, but they need attention and intention before they perform at the level that they're capable of. In the retire category, it means the offer has served its purpose and it's time to close it down or put it on hold. This is not failure. It's just retiring an offer is a strategic decision. And choosing to concentrate your time and your energy into the things that really matter and moving the needle right now, rather than spreading all over these offers that are not really pulling their weight. Retired offers do not have to disappear. Some of them get archived and reopened in a different form later. Some of them become the foundation of something new. Some of them just close, and that's completely fine. Like, you can always bring some of these things back during some sales times in your business, like for Black Friday or end of the year sales. So things like that, those are great uses for those retired offers. The thing I want to say clearly about retiring offers is this: keeping an offer in your suite out of guilt or attachment, but what if someone wants it, is really not a business strategy, guys. It is holding pattern, and holding pattern costs you more than an offer will ever earn you. All right, I want to paint a picture of what a well-structured offer suite really looks like, specifically at that multi 6 to 7 level figure stage, because I think there's a lot of confusion about how many offers you should have and what does the price point look like. At this stage, a clean offer suite usually has a 3 to 5 offer maximum, not 15, not 8. 3 to 5 is the sweet spot there, each with a very specific role. You typically want an entry point offer, something that is more accessible, that lets someone experience your work without a big commitment. This is usually under $1,000 and it delivers a very specific, defined outcome very quickly. Then you want 1 or 2 core transformation offers. These are the heart of the business, the high touch, high value, significant investment. This is where your best clients live, where the majority of your revenue should be coming from. And then you want a highest tier option, your most comprehensive, most personalized, most intensive engagement. This is for the client who want everything and are ready to invest accordingly. Each offer should fit the next. Someone in your core offer should naturally see the path to the highest tier if they want to go deeper. And when your suite is structured this way, marketing becomes so much easier because you have a very clear story to tell about who is at what stage and what they actually need and what they're going to need next, right? So that sales conversation becomes very clean because you can put someone in the right path very quickly. And your revenue becomes more predictable because you understand the flow. I can't do an episode on offer audits without talking about pricing. So pricing is one of the most common places I see founders losing money in ways that they don't even fully realize. The 2 most common pricing problems I see is underpricing and misalignment. So underpricing looks like setting prices based on what feels comfortable to ask rather than the actual value of the outcome you deliver. This is extremely common with a high quality, high care founder who are deeply committed to the work and feel real anxiety about charging for its full worth. I want to say something very direct about this. Underpricing does not serve your clients. It does not make you more accessible to the right client. What it does is to attract clients whose decision making is driven by the low price rather than the transformation that you're offering, which is almost never who you do your best work with. And it puts you in a position of delivering at a very high level for a return that doesn't allow you to sustain it. At the end of the day, it's just burning you out. Your price is not just a number. It's a signal about who the offer is for, how seriously they should take it, and what kind of commitment the client's stepping into. Misalignment looks like pricing that doesn't match the actual cost of the delivery. An offer that is priced at a level that made sense when you were at a different stage of business, but now it costs significantly more to deliver in time and energy than the price actually reflects. Both of these are very fixable, but fixing them really requires you to look at your offers honestly and pricing based on outcomes and sustainability, not just what you have always charged or what you think the market expects. Here's your move from this week. I want you to pull your complete offer list, every offer you currently have available, whether it's actively promoted or not. For each one of them, you're going to answer these 4 questions. How many times did you sell this in the last year? What was the total revenue? How many hours of my time does it deliver one of these actually require? And does this offer attract the kind of client I most want to work with? Be honest. Don't rationalize it. Look at actual data and let it tell you something. Data is important here. You can make data-driven decisions, not emotionally driven decisions. Then sort each offer into a keep, tweak, or retire. You don't have to take action on your decision right away. Just make that selection, put them in a category. I think getting some clarity on the current state of your suite is the first step to building something cleaner. If you're doing this exercise and you're realizing the problem is not just the offer themselves, but in how your whole business backend is structured, which is often the case at the stage that you are right now, that is exactly why I work with fractional CEO clients. The fractional CEO partner retainer is a 6-month minimum engagement where I actually work directly inside of your business as a strategic operational partner. We look at your offer suite, your delivery mode, your team structure, your revenue mode, and we build the back end that lets the front end actually perform. This is not coaching from a distance. This is a hands-on in the weeds with you, building the thing kind of support. If that's a conversation you want to have, the link to learn more is going to be in the show notes. Here's the thing I want you to take from this episode. More offers are not more options for your audience. More offers, it's noise, it's more dilution, and more of your energy is split across the things that are not all earning their place. A clean, strategic, well-priced offer suite is not a constraint. It's what makes everything else easier for you. The marketing, the selling, the delivery, the growth, everything is so much easier. You deserve a business where what you offer and what you charge and what you deliver are all in very good alignment. And this is not a stretch goal. This is what you build when you're willing to make the hard calls about what stays and what goes. All right, I hope you enjoy this one, and we'll see you next week. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Accidental CEO podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us in the world where creativity and business strategy collide. I am Nata Salvatore, thrilled to have shared this time with you. Remember, every episode is a step closer to mastering the art of being an accidental CEO. So don't miss out. Hit subscribe, drop us a sweet review, and spread the word to your creative tribe. Your next big breakthrough could be just one episode away. Join us next time for more insights, laughs, and actionable tips. Keep pushing boundaries, dreaming big, and embracing the beautiful chaos of entrepreneurship. Here's to make magic happen in your business and beyond.